Hey there, fellow truth seekers and curious minds. Welcome to an adventure like no other, a journey that will challenge your perceptions and open your eyes to new ways of understanding the world. Today, we're setting sail into the vast ocean of philosophy, with our compass pointed towards one of the most profound and thought-provoking tales ever told. Plato's Allegory of the Cave. This isn't just a story, it's an exploration of perception, reality, and enlightenment. It's about breaking free from the chains of ignorance and stepping into the light of knowledge. It's about discovering the transformative power of true understanding. Our guide on this journey is none other than Plato, one of the greatest philosophers in history. His words will challenge us, inspire us, and perhaps even change the way we see the world. So buckle up, prepare your minds, and join me as we delve into the fascinating world of Plato's Allegory of the Cave. Before we dive into the allegory, it's important to understand the man behind it. Let's travel back to ancient Greece around the 4th century BCE to meet Plato. Born to an aristocratic family in Athens, Plato was a student of the great philosopher Socrates and later the teacher of Aristotle. Plato's influence is so profound that Alfred North Whitehead, a renowned mathematician and philosopher, once said that all of Western philosophy is a series of footnotes to Plato. Plato's philosophical contributions span a wide range of topics, from political theory to metaphysics, ethics to aesthetics. He founded the Academy in Athens, the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. Today, his dialogues are studied worldwide, offering insights into the nature of reality, knowledge, and morality. A man of profound thought, Plato's works continue to inspire and challenge us today. Now that we know the philosopher, it's time to explore his philosophy. Plato's Allegory of the Cave is a fascinating narrative that encapsulates his philosophical ideas. Picture this. A group of prisoners have been chained inside a dark cave since birth, unable to turn their heads. Their reality is limited to the shadows cast on the cave wall by a fire burning behind them. But what do these shadows represent? They symbolize the distorted version of reality we perceive with our senses. The prisoners, like us, are fooled into believing that these shadows are all there is to reality. The chains binding them are not merely physical, but symbolic of our own ignorance, keeping us tied to a limited understanding of the world. Now imagine one of these prisoners being freed. He is compelled to turn around and face the fire, a painful and disorienting experience. The fire in this allegory represents knowledge and truth, burning brightly but often difficult to face. As our prisoner adjusts to the light, he begins to see objects as they truly are, not just their shadowy representations. Venturing outside the cave, the freed prisoner experiences the sun, representing enlightenment and the ultimate truth. It's a blinding, overwhelming experience, but the beauty of the real world far surpasses the dim shadows inside the cave. He has now ascended from ignorance to knowledge, from darkness into light. But here's the twist. When the enlightened prisoner returns to the cave to free the others, they ridicule and resist him, refusing to believe his tales of the outside world. This reveals our own resistance to change and fear of the unknown. It also underscores the philosopher's duty to educate, even in the face of opposition. This allegory isn't just a story, it's a metaphor for our own journey from ignorance to enlightenment. It reminds us that truth might be uncomfortable and challenging, but it's worth pursuing. So keep questioning, keep exploring, and let's continue our journey into the depths of Plato's mind in the next scene. There's more to the allegory than meets the eye. Plato's Allegory of the Cave isn't just a tale about prisoners in a cave. It's a metaphor packed with deeper meanings and profound insights about the human condition, the nature of knowledge, and the journey to enlightenment. Let's start with Plato's concept of the forms. For Plato, the world we perceive with our senses is just a shadowy imitation of the real world, a world of perfect, unchanging forms or ideas. When the freed prisoner steps out of the cave and into the sunlight, he's not just seeing the outside world for the first time. He's experiencing a realm of truth and reality beyond the mere shadows and echoes of the cave. He's glimpsing the world of the forms. But what about the prisoners left in the cave? Here's where the role of the philosopher kings comes in. In Plato's ideal society, the philosopher kings are those who have seen the world of the forms. They have escaped the cave, seen the light of truth, and returned to help others find their way out. It's a call to all of us to seek truth and share our knowledge, to challenge the shadows and illusions that limit our understanding, and to strive for a deeper, more enlightened view of the world. But the allegory doesn't stop there. It also poses profound questions about the nature of reality and our place in it. Are we, like the prisoners, content to accept the shadows on the wall as a reality? Or do we, like the philosopher kings, strive to see beyond the shadows, to question, to seek, to understand? The allegory of the cave is as much a challenge as it is a story. It challenges us to step out of our own caves, to question our assumptions, to seek the truth, and to strive for enlightenment. It's a call to transcend the limitations of our perceptions and to embark on a journey of discovery and understanding. Plato's allegory challenges us to seek the truth beyond the shadows and illusions of our own caves. So, are you ready to step out of the cave and into the light? But what does an ancient Greek allegory have to do with us today, you may ask? Well, the truth is the allegory of the cave is as relevant now as it was in Plato's time. Perhaps even more so. We live in a world saturated with information, yet not all of it is true or useful. Much like the prisoners in the cave, we are often presented with shadows and illusions that we accept as reality. These can take the form of misleading news, biased perspectives, or even the carefully curated social media profiles that only show the highlights of people's lives. These are our modern-day shadows on the cave wall. The chains that bound the prisoners can also be seen in our own lives. They represent our biases, prejudices, or any preconceived notions that limit our perspective and prevent us from seeking the truth. We may feel comfortable in our chains, in the familiarity of our own caves, but it is only by breaking free that we can begin to see the world as it truly is. The importance of questioning reality cannot be overstated. Just as the freed prisoner had to question his perception to understand the true nature of his world, we too must challenge our beliefs and assumptions. This isn't always easy. It takes courage to question what we've always accepted as truth, to step out of the comfort of our caves and into the unfamiliar. But this is the path to enlightenment, to understanding. In today's society, the journey out of the cave is as much a personal journey as it is a collective one. As we seek to understand the world around us, we also learn more about ourselves. Each step we take out of the cave, each shadow we uncover, brings us closer to the truth and to our own enlightenment. So, we see Plato's allegory of the cave is not just a story about prisoners and shadows. It's a timeless reminder to question, to seek, to learn. It's a call to break free from the chains of ignorance and to step into the light of understanding. By questioning our perceptions, we can begin to step out of our own caves and into the light of understanding. So, what have we learned from our journey into Plato's cave? We've unearthed a world of thought, a metaphorical cave where our perceptions shape our reality. We've seen the prisoners chained, believing shadows to be the ultimate reality. We've followed one brave soul who broke free, stepped into the light, and experienced the true world for the first time. This journey wasn't just about understanding a profound philosophical concept, but it's also a reflection on our own lives. It's a call to embrace critical thinking, to question the shadows on our own cave walls, and to seek the light of truth. We've explored the idea of Plato's forms, the perfect unchanging concepts that exist beyond our sensory world. And we've considered the role of the philosopher kings, the enlightened ones who bear the responsibility of guiding others out of ignorance. Remember, the journey to enlightenment is a continuous one, filled with questions, discoveries, and growth. As we leave Plato's cave behind, we carry with us the lessons it holds. This allegory, a profound metaphor drawn over 2 millennia ago, continues to challenge and inspire us today. It encourages us to question our understanding of reality, to look beyond appearances and to strive for true knowledge. It reminds us that enlightenment is not an easy journey, but a transformative one that requires courage, curiosity, and critical thinking. Plato's allegory of the cave holds an enduring relevance, a timeless message about the human condition and our quest for truth. It teaches us that reality is more than what we see, it is what we understand, what we question, and what we strive to know. It's a call to keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep growing. Thanks for joining me on this mind-blowing journey into enlightenment. Remember, the truth is out there, waiting to be discovered. Keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep growing.